Good morning, guys, and welcome to Vocabulary 28. Happy Monday. Let's jump right in and get started with assignment number 1. All right, your instructions are to copy each word and definition. Now, go ahead and pause the video if you'd like. Copy the words 1 to 10 along with the definitions, and that way you can have the information written down so that once you go to the assignment tab and type in the definitions, you'll already have them readily available for you. All right, number 1 is the word accelerate. Accelerate is a verb, which means it's an action word. To accelerate means to speed up or begin to move more quickly. So here the visual we have for the word accelerate would be cars, because a lot of times cars accelerate, especially if you're trying to race. Word number 2 is the word pedestrian. Pedestrian. Now that word is a noun, which is a person, place, or a thing. So a pedestrian is actually a person walking along a road or a specific area, like you see in the picture here. That is an example of a pedestrian. Word number 3 is the word famine. Now, the word famine is a noun. It means an extreme shortage of food. In the visual, you see 2 little children from another country. They look malnutritioned, and that's because in their country, they are suffering from famine, which means there's not a lot of food available for those children, and that's why they are so skinny and malnutritioned. Word number 4 is the word foolhardy. Now, the word foolhardy is an adjective. Foolhardy means to be reckless and bold. The visual here portrays someone who some older people may consider as being foolhardy. This is someone who takes a lot of chances. He is reckless on his bicycle. He does a lot of high jumps and a lot of dangerous stunts with his bike. So one could possibly label him or describe him as being a foolhardy person. Word number 5 is the word protrude. The word protrude is a verb, which is an action word. And to protrude means to extend beyond or above a surface, or simply put, we could say to stick out. Here is an example of something that is protruding, and it's Pinocchio's nose. Word number 6 is the word puny, which is an adjective. Puny is something that is small and weak. In the visual, we have some people here, ranging from the smallest to largest. And so the example you may see here of the little one, we could describe the little one as being puny because the little one is the smaller and the weaker of all of the individuals you see in the visual. Word number 7 is the word hubris, which is a noun. A noun being a person, place, thing, or idea. Now, hubris means to have excessive pride or self-confidence. The photo chosen for hubris is that of Tony Stark, Iron Man. The reason this is a really good example or visual for you is because the character that he portrays online, the character that he portrays in the Avengers is that of a hubris. He is extremely prideful and has a lot of self-confidence. Word number 8 is the word burly. That word is an adjective. It means large, strong, or heavily built. So a burly person would be like the fellow you see in this example. He's burly because he's large, he's strong, and he is very heavily built. Word number 9 is the word scald. That is a verb. So to scald means to injure with very hot liquid or steam. So for example, my apologies. For example, if you turn on a faucet that has unusually hot water, you can actually scald your hand. Scald. So just basically means to burn yourself. Word number 10 is the word copious. Copious. This is an adjective. It's a word that describes something. So, and actually, I may be pronouncing that incorrectly. That word is copious. I'm sorry, copious. Um, Copious means an abundant or plentiful amount of something. It's kind of like having an over quantity. So, the example I chose here for copious would be someone who has a copious amount of money, someone who has a lot of finances. All right, these are your words for this week. So at this time, go ahead, make sure you've done one thing before actually completing assignment number 1. Just make sure you went and took your attendance on the Poly attendance poll. And then go ahead and follow through with all 4 assignments for today. Happy work!